82-58. And then losing to the Dominican Republic 87-80. Mexico, meanwhile, beat the Virgin Islands in overtime 91-83. Defeated Costa Rica 78-46 and then lost to the Dominican Republic 82-69. So Mexico comes in at 2-1. Bahamas at 1-2. Still a lot up in the air, Louis Shine, as to the way the group is going to shake out. If Bahamas wins this game and finishes at 2-2, they will finish tied with Virgin Islands, but Virgin Islands would win by virtue of the tiebreaker. Virgin Islands with a big game today against Dominican Republic. So still a lot in the air to be determined for tomorrow's classification round. Both of these teams need wins today, though.
This is going to be a good game. Mexico's playing well. Bahamas is playing well. Records in this tournament, it's hard because it's only a few games. There's teams that have been playing well that have lost a couple games. And so this is a real key game. Both of these teams are good. We're looking at Aiden to have a big game, as well as Mata for Mexico.
Time now for the anthems. First for the visitors from Mexico. The national anthem for the visiting team in this game. Mexico, clad in all red, trimmed with white. And now the national anthem for the Bahamas. Good afternoon once again from Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City, Panama. It's the 2016 Centrobasket Championship Tournament, final day of group play, day 5 of competition overall. First game of the day, we've got 4 big games on tap. This first one between Mexico and Bahamas. Mexico coming in at 2-1, Bahamas at 1-2. And Louis, Mexico really could be 1-2 this tournament. They escaped Virgin Islands with an overtime victory.
That Virgin Island game was awesome. Virgin Islands came back, kept it close, forced overtime, and fortunately Mexico with a key foul out by Aska on the Virgin Islands side. Mexico displayed what they had, and they came through with the victory, but it was a close one.
Mexico will have to contend with DeAndre Ayton of Bahamas, as you got to look there at our game officials. Jorge Vasquez of Puerto Rico. Rodrigo, beg your pardon. Mejia from Colombia, and Alan Mercado Reyes from Nicaragua. Our FIBA game commissioner, Fatima de Silva, as you look at the full roster for Team Mexico, and coach Sergio Valdeomios. This is a team that's loaded, but this is a team that has looked vulnerable. Mexico fell to Dominican Republic yesterday, 82-69, in a bit of a surprise. As we look at the starting lineup for Team Mexico, Juan Toscano Anderson, Jorge Gutierrez, and Francisco Cruz, the guards. Hector Hernandez and Lorenzo Mata, the forwards. Same lineup that Sergio Valdeomios has used. And a look at the full roster for Team Bahamas, led by DeAndre Ayton, the 17-year-old youngster, in 3 games in this tournament. He's put up 16 points and 11 rebounds, 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 points and 15 rebounds. Averaging 13.3 points and 11.7 rebounds per game in this tournament. Kentuan Smith, DeAndre Ayton, David Nesbitt, Leon Cooper, and Taryn Cox, the starters. Abel Joseph and Jerron Burrows not getting the starting nod today. For Coach Mario Boleg, one of the more fun coaches to watch. Not always fun to be on the receiving end if you're in the huddle, though. Mario Boleg will not be afraid to light you up if you feel, or if he feels you're not doing your job.
Definitely, we saw a lot of fieriness from him yesterday. A few of the games, including Sam Mitchell, with the
Sam Mitchell.
It was some fiery huddles yesterday, and but I think that those coaches really knew what these last few games in pool play mean, and they really wanted to stress the importance of that to their players.
3 more games after this one, starting at 3 o'clock. Game we're really looking forward to. Dominican Republic and Virgin Islands. Can Dominican Republic stay undefeated and win Group B? If they do, they win the group. If they don't, they tie Mexico at 3-1, but they hold the head-to-head advantage over Mexico. 5:45, Antigua and Barbuda against Puerto Rico. And then at 8 o'clock, this could be a good game as well, Cuba and Panama. Cuba last night lost big to Puerto Rico, 101-69, but continued to be impressed by the development of Javier Justiz.
Justiz did good yesterday. Took the challenger Ramos.
Yeah.
One of the big men in the tournament that have actually done a good job with Ramos. But Ramos and J.J. Barea, man, came out that second half, and they just handled business. I mean, went down low to Ramos, and he got double figures in the second half alone.
We're underway. Ayton wins the tip, but Mexico saves it from going out of bounds. Mata has the shot blocked by Ayton. There's one.
Ayton starting the block party really early.
And Mata says, I'll see your block and raise you one.
Both teams have come to the block party today so far.
Mata says,
No.
nope. Now the jumper by Leon Cooper, no good. Rebound by Toscano.
Hey, Toscano, we saw him on the elevator last night going upstairs,
Yeah.
and he's longer than I thought. They have him listed at 6'4", 6'5", but my gosh, he looks like he's about 6'6". Long frame, a lot of potential.
Nesbitt pulls up from 19, and it's good.
Nesbitt has been a key contributor for the Bahamas in this tournament as well. Looking for a big game for him this afternoon.
Hernandez has been kind of up and down in this tournament. Somebody might have gotten a piece of that one on that jumper by Cruz. Here comes Cooper. Outside, jumper by DeAndre Ayton is good. Pretty jump shot by Ayton. And he's showing some of that range that has made him the #1 prospect in the world. Just 17 years old. Mata, up and under, gets his own rebound and follows to get Mexico on the board, 4-2.
UCLA's finest with a block shot and 2 points registered this afternoon so far in this first quarter.
Rebound as well off of his own miss. Now inside to Ayton. He shoots it up. Boy, how did that not fall in? Now Nesbitt with the follow and the score.
That's what happens when you stay with the ball and get your own offensive rebounds to go back up.
Foul is going to be on Jorge Gutierrez, his first. It was a pretty turnaround jump shot by Ayton, and I thought that was going to go in.
Ayton's looking a little more comfortable in that jump
He really
shot.
is. Nesbitt completes the three-point play. He's got 5, and Bahamas leads 7-2.
Be interested to see if Ayton, if this is his first time taking a part in the championships. If that's the case, it's taking some getting used to, but look like he's getting into his rhythm.
Cox. Now Nesbitt for 3. Bang!
3 points.
Nesbitt strikes from long range. And it's 10-2 now in favor of Bahamas. Nesbitt has 8 already. Hernandez out to Cruz. Screen by Mata. Cruz driving, putting up the floater, and that's good. Pretty bucket there by Francisco Cruz. Cooper. Nesbitt along the baseline. Working on Hernandez. Into the lane, spinning. Nice move by Nesbitt.
2 points.
That 2 points puts him in double figures already. And we're not even 4 minutes into the game.
Just over 3 minutes. Shot blocked by Ayton.
Block party.
Here comes Smith, and Kentuan Smith lays it in.
There's a timeout right there.
And Bahamas rolling early, 14-4 over Mexico. Timeout, Sergio Valdeomios.
Somebody ate their Wheaties this morning.
They did. Might be using that phrase block party a little too much.
Okay.
I think you said it after just about every block. Fun once in a while.
No problem, no problem.
No podemos dejar, y hablo de defensa, no podemos dejar circular el balón, están llegando los dos, atento, que aquí lleva el número 12, tira de 3, tenemos que estar ahí cerrando espacio, lleva 10 puntos seguidos, ¿de acuerdo? Ahora hay que hacer ahí un esfuerzo para, vale.
Otherwise, still sounding great. Really.
Podemos jugar, el concepto es lo que queráis, pero tenemos que llegar
I'll spread it out a little bit.
o penetración, lo que hemos dicho, penetro y divido un pase más, y tenemos que ir acompañando. Incluso a lo mejor en la primera ayuda van a llegar en la segunda ayuda. Entonces, no se trata solo de un 2x2, se trata de que del lado contrario estemos participando del juego, ¿correcto? ¿Vale?
Vamos.
Here we go, come on. Se quedan absolutamente por detrás. Entonces, si queréis una cosa para no obligar al tiro, jugar
14-4 Bahamas over Mexico early. David Nesbitt doing the bulk of the damage, 10 points already. Kentuan Smith and DeAndre Ayton each have 2. Ayton has blocked a couple of shots. Cruz and Mata, the only ones to have scored for Mexico.
Balón favorable para México.
I tell you what, they're just playing a tandem right now with Nesbitt scoring on the offensive end like he is, and with Ayton dominating the block shots. Another block there, but they're going to get him for a foul. But that block's not going to count.
First foul on Ayton. First team foul as well. Jorge Gutierrez to the free throw line. Mexico from the free throw line in this tournament, 70.4%. Hits them both, and it's 14-6. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt now by Mexico. Broken easily by Bahamas. Cooper. Kick out. And then Smith loses it. Now Cruz into the lane. He kicks it out. Gutierrez swings it left back to Cruz. On the screen roll to Zamora. Nice ball movement around the perimeter. Cruz gets the three-point look. And that's good. Cooper closed quickly. It wasn't quite as open of a shot as it appeared that it was going to be, but Cruz still knocked it down, and he's got 5. Bahamas back to within 5.
That was a key three-pointer, Craig, because if they didn't score and the Bahamas came down and scored,
2 points.
there was a rout in the house.
Nice bucket there by Ayton. Showed a lot of patience. He got the ball along the baseline, took one dribble. He didn't try to over-dribble it and get too close, and he kissed it off the glass. Very mature play there by Ayton. Swatted away by Ayton again. Zamora tries the jump shot. Ayton elevates and pops it into the Bahamas bench with the left hand. Look at how quickly Ayton gets up.
He was trying to send the ball to the locker room.
Just about got it there, too.
3 block shots already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Cruz, as the shot clock winds down, long rebound to Mata. Now Gutierrez has it stolen away by Nesbitt. Really impressed with Bahamas in the early going. Taryn Cox into the game now for Bahamas. Replaced Cooper. Now Ayton, the 19-footer, no good. Rebound tipped around, finally controlled by Toscano.
Glad Ayton has the green light to shoot those and doesn't have to look over at the coach every time if he misses something.
Yeah, he's enough of a good shooter that if he's open, he can take it just like a guard might. Now the outside jumper from Zamora is good. Mexico back to within 5, 16-11.
I think Bahamas needs to go back to Nesbitt. They're kind of getting away from him, and he was hot early on.
Ayton swoops in and grabs the rebound with the right hand. Three-pointer by Smith, no good. Stolen away by Cox. He shoots from 17, and that's good.
2 points, Cox. Bahamas.
It's one of the things you see a lot with teams when you have a hot man like Nesbitt that scored 10 points within about 3 minutes, and they haven't went back to him yet.
Taryn Cox gets called for the foul. That'll be his first, second on the team. 3:55 to play, second quarter. There's the 3-ball by Nesbitt. Nesbitt, his own rebound and the follow. Another 3 by Nesbitt splash. personal David Nesbitt highlight reel. All 10 of his points in rapid succession. Jorge Gutierrez, boy, looked like he traveled. I thought he came down before he made that pass. Bahamas looking to extend. Bain for three, that's short. Ayton gets the rebound from over Mata, finds Bain inside. What a pass by Ayton. I am getting more and more impressed with this youngster as this tournament progresses.
Gets better with time.
Well, if he is progressing this rapidly, look out, world. Cruz with the floater, no good. Mata gets the rebound, and then he gets fouled. That's going to be on Eugene Bain. This is a good Mexico team that Ayton is playing against. Mata and Zamora have lots of experience. Hector Hernandez has lots of experience. Gutierrez. Jorge has lots of experience. Israel has lots of size. And yet, Ayton has been dominating so far. Rebound by Carey. Can't get it. Great. Ayton the rebound. Jump hook in the lane. That falls in.
2 points, Ayton.
My goodness. Ayton now with 6 points. Gutierrez finds a hole. Ball rings out, but there's Zamora for the putback. 22-13. Bahamas just led by 11 a moment ago. That was their biggest lead.
Toscano almost with the steal, working those passing lanes.
Toscano on the drive, cut off by Carey. Carey knocks it out of bounds. And Mario Boleg wants timeout. 22-13, 2:12 to play. Bahamas up 9.
We keep talking about those 50-50 loose balls. You're not making the friggin' extra effort. If you guys make the extra effort, we to get the ball. That's why the guy had 2 players back in the flipping basket. You're standing around watching the shit. Go and get the rebound. We know we can beat this team on the board. And the more time we get rebounds, the faster we can get the hell out. So go get the rebound.
Let's go. What is the basket? Don't give him 2 angles to throw it. Give him 1 angle to throw it. If you want him to throw it down the baseline, just give him that 1 angle, but don't give him both angles to pass.
First strip up the floor. Aiden, just think, roll, and go put the ball and give it to him. Keep everybody out. That's the first play, all right?
Had a chance to listen into Mario Boleg during that timeout. Said, you know we can beat these guys in the post. DeAndre Ayton, impressive so far. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 blocked shots. And he's really improved even since just the first game of the tournament.
6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 block shots so far. He's a lot more aggressive tonight, or this afternoon.
He's definitely got the size and athletic advantage over both Mata and Zamora. Three-pointer no good, and Israel Gutierrez tracks down that rebound, and Ayton taps his chest saying, my bad. Carey gets that rebound. Ayton had good position. Gutierrez just escaped from behind him on the long rebound. Oh, they were trying for the alley-oop to Ayton there. Now Carey pops from 15, and that's
2
good.
points. Carey.
Back to an 11-point lead for Bahamas.
Número 4 de Bahamas con 2 puntos más en el partido.
Here's Nesbitt. Set to check in here on the next dead ball.
6 different players have scored for Bahamas already. That three-pointer by Mendez, no good. Rebounded by Israel Gutierrez again. That three-pointer is up and good.
Número 4 de México, Paul Stoll.
Paul Stoll comes in and makes an immediate impact. Carey around the 8 and screen. Now they get it inside to Bain. Bain working on Zamora off the glass. Won't go. Mexico with the stop. They trail by 8. Here comes Cruz. Stoll. Cross-court pass to Mendez. Now Cruz, the jumper off the glass. Missed the mark, but he'll go to the free throw line. That's going to be on Travis Munnings.
Primera falta personal marcada para el número 5 de Bahamas. Muniz ingresa con el número 14, Cooper, y el número 12, Nesbitt para Bahamas. A la
Now
línea
Aiton
de tiro
gets his
libre, el
first
número 9
break
de México, Cruz.
with 29.7 to play in the first quarter.
Punto para México.
Cruz hits the first free throw.
Cruz with a big first game of the tournament with 27 points. Since then, we've only seen some sparing appearances by him in the last 2 games.
Cruz hits both free throws. Lead down to 6. And a foul by Mendez.
Primera falta personal marcada para el número 13 de México, Méndez. Balón a favor de Bahamas.
Down low to Bain. Bain turns and shoots over Israel Gutierrez and strikes. That's 4 for Bain.
Bain con 4 puntos en el partido.
Lead back to 8. 7 seconds left on the clock. Paul Stoll out to Mendez. 1. Mendez shoots it up for 3. Rings out, and he tried to buy the foul call. Official says no dice, and it's an 8-point lead for Bahamas as we head to the second quarter.
Score Bahamas 26, Mexico 18.
Boletos de venta en Ticket Plus. Ven y apoya nuestra selección.
26-18 as we head to the second quarter. Bahamas on top of Mexico. Last day of group play at the 2016 Centrobasket Championship. Live in Panama City. Bahamas 55% from two-point range. Mexico just 33% in that first quarter. Bain can't connect there. 11 rebounds to 7 in favor of Bahamas. 14 points in the paint for Bahamas in that first quarter. Just 6 for Mexico. DeAndre Ayton has 6. David Nesbitt has 10. Three-pointer no good. Bain the rebound. Leading scorer for Mexico is Francisco Cruz with 7. Carey gets the baseline, but gets cut off by Israel Gutierrez. Now Cooper for 3.
See, as we're watching this, Craig, my question again is, why isn't the Bahamas going back to Nesbitt? He was hot, and he hasn't gotten a look.
That three-pointer up and good by Paul Stoll, his second of the game. And Mexico back to within 5, 26-21. Now Carey gets fouled as he goes into the lane. That will be on Francisco Cruz, his first. First on the team in the quarter.
Primera falta personal para el número 9 de México, Cruz.
Now Taryn Cox comes in. He will replace Michael Perry.
Ingresa con el número 15,
Beg your pardon, he's replacing Bain.
Balón favorable para Bahamas.
Jorge Gutierrez getting set to check back in from Mexico. Cox for 3, that's short. Kentuan Smith gets the rebound. Oh, he got smacked by Paul Stoll, no call. Now Carey on the drive. Has it blocked by Israel Gutierrez. Tipped around and taken by Stoll. Stoll skips his way into the lane, misses the layup. And Carey gets the rebound, tackled from behind practically by Stoll. Beg your pardon, they're going to get Adrian Zamora on that foul. His
Primera
first
falta
team
personal
second.
para Zamora de México, número 15. Balón favorable para Bahamas.
Bahamas ball. DeAndre Ayton getting set to check back in.
Bahamas haven't scored in just over 2 minutes.
Cooper kicks it out, gets it back. Now Cox to Nesbitt. 7 on the shot clock, back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt, the pull-up jumper off the glass, won't go. Zamora the board. Mexico can cut it down to 3 here, maybe 2. And that's what Paul Stoll does. Hits his third three-pointer. And the lead is just 2 at 26-24, thanks to 3 three-pointers by Paul Stoll. Now a three-pointer airballed by Kentuan Smith. And Mexico can tie it here or take the lead with a 3. Stoll driving on Kentuan Smith. Zamora over to Cruz. 7 to shoot. Cruz around Zamora. Kicks it out to Stoll. Open 3. Almost banked that one in.
Like he wasn't sure what he wanted to do, bank it or shoot it straight in.
Another miss by Bahamas. Rebound by Gutierrez. Mexico again with a chance to tie. Bahamas have missed 7 straight shots. Cruz working the left side. Shot clock down to 3. Cruz launches the long 3. You can tell that was going to be wide right. As soon as it left his hand. Rebound Nesbitt. Carey to the corner. Finding Cooper underneath, and Cooper lays it in, and he'll draw the foul.
Real nice entry pass, but also a better cut without the ball.
Yeah.
Segunda falta personal de Cruz, número 9 de
Foul on
México.
Francisco Cruz, his second. Now Smith and Carey
Ingresa
sit
con el número
down.
5, Ramos para México.
Ayton and Munnings come on for Bahamas.
At the line, number 14.
First action from Travis Munnings in this game. Three-point play is completed. Stoll, getting it right side and getting it back. Around Ramos. Ramos hands back to Cruz. Shot clock to 6. Into the corner now. Gutierrez for 3. Nesbitt the rebound.
I'll tell you what I see down here on defense by the Bahamas. They're fighting over those screens like their life depends on it. And they're really contesting every jump shot.
The defense from Bahamas today has been very good. The last couple of trips down the floor from Mexico, they've had to settle for jump shots with less than 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Stoll gets the long rebound, and Mexico resets. Now Cooper draws the foul. That'll be his first on the team.
Ingresa con el número 7 para Bahamas.
No, we didn't talk about it earlier, but Joseph for the Bahamas is questionable with a hamstring injury. We'll keep you updated on that as we hear more information about that.
Although Joseph has been a key contributor for Bahamas. Stoll for 3, short. That rebound taken by Nesbitt. Nesbitt underneath. Hawks had a little trouble holding onto it. And Bahamas turns it over. Some sloppy ball control there. Stoll into the corner for Ramos, shooting the 3 up over 8 and no good. Rebound Bahamas. They lead by 5. Lob inside. And then the pass stolen and then taken back. Ayton off the glass and in.
Falta personal y anotación sobre el número 10.
Some good luck there by Bahamas, but they're making their own luck under the bucket.
Could have been a turnover, but they stayed with it.
Nice hands by Ayton, too. A lot of big guys from that close
Anotación para Ayton.
would have bricked that pass off their hands. Ayton completes the three-point play, and it's 32-24. Ayton has 9. Three-pointer from the corner missed. Ayton another rebound. With Ayton in there, Mexico really reduced to an outside shooting team.
Yeah, he
Ayton. His jumper is good. Ayton now with 11. The lead back up to 10 for Bahamas.
Yeah, Ayton is definitely a presence down low with the 3 block shots on the day already. It's hard sometimes to get those shots off like you want to because he's there.
Gutierrez, the quick spin move toward the baseline, gets the defender in the air, and he draws the foul. That will be on David Nesbitt, his first. Now Lorenzo Mata back on for Mexico.
Ingresa con el número 9 para Bahamas, Bain. Ingresa para México con el número 14, Mata. A la
Bain comes
línea
on
de
for
tiro libre,
Nesbitt.
el número 7, Gutierrez.
Free throw short. Second free throw good for Jorge Gutierrez. He's got 3 now. The lead is 9. 4:15 to play second quarter. Bahamas does a nice job breaking the pressure. Inside to Ayton. He goes up and jams it with the right hand. And you saw that developing, Lewis.
Good ball movement. Good movement without the ball.
A steal by Ayton. He runs the floor, goes up, and gets fouled by Mata. I don't think that. Oh, they are going to get the unsporting on that. And now a timeout by Mexico. I thought that was just a good hard foul preventing the dunk, but we're going to get a look at it here. And I guess that was a bit of a dangerous play up high. Back in the NBA in the 80s, that might not even have drawn a foul. 36-25 Bahamas. 3:53 to play.
Vamos con la urgencia de anotar como sea y entonces ni pensamos, ni procedemos, ni nada.
He's giving him a problem.
¿Vale?
Yeah, he is.
Vamos a jugar con la situación siguiente.
Only 17 years old.
Bueno, ahora sale esto, y quiero que en espacios abiertos que tiremos, correcto, de la misma forma. Sí que podemos. Quiero seguir jugando con cuernos, pero que el cuerno aquí, como nos están flotando, que seas tú el que subas el balón. ¿Vale? Para que él, a vuelta del balón, sea capaz de profundizar y de generar para buscar tiros para el lado contrario. El pívot tiene que mostrarse, porque el pívot, cuando el balón está aquí, está en este lado. Con lo cual, si no estamos al lado, tu hombre está en flotación y es imposible que ellos puedan atacar. Es imposible. El pívot tiene que tener ambición de tocar el balón. Y vamos a meterle el balón ahí también. Vamos a jugar con cuernos y con 32. Con 32, 4 y 5. ¿De acuerdo? De forma que cuando salgamos aquí, nos abramos y metemos aquí. Y cuando metamos el balón, vamos a hacer el elbow y a poder apartar. Porque tenemos que construir un poco más ahí. Y tener paciencia. Necesitamos paciencia y jugar incisivo. No solo en la línea de tres, sino que necesitamos uno contra uno.
In the second quarter, Bahamas very impressive so far. DeAndre Ayton dominating this game. 13 points, 3 rebounds. I think he's got 3 blocked shots. David Nesbitt has 10 points for Bahamas. 7 different players have scored. Paul Stoll has 9 points for Mexico on 3 3-pointers. So now Ayton will go to the free throw line. And this is, and these are free throws for the unsportsmanlike, so there will not be anybody along the lane. They did call the unsportsmanlike on Mata. I think Mata just now realized it, kind of shaking his head. So Ayton gets the first free throw in. And now the second, and Bahamas will get the ball.
Sweet stroke from the foul line. Ayton has 15.
He looks so comfortable with the ball no matter what he's doing. Lead up to 13, biggest lead of the game. Bain can't make it 15. Stole the rebound. Ayton with 15 now. Kick out to Hiron. His three-pointer no good. Ayton another rebound. That makes 5.
Wiping the glass clean.
Ayton from 17, splash. Look at this kid.
Number 10, Ayton.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question. What we're seeing here after his senior year, he's going to go somewhere big.
Gutierrez fouled by Bain. That'll be his second.
Is the NBA still making you go 1 year?
I believe so.
Fluctuated with that, but
I believe they are.
I'll tell you what, if he has to go to college for 1 year, wherever he goes, I could see him being National Player of the Year as a freshman.
Yeah.
And then being first in the NBA draft.
And a travel by Hernandez. He had to double clutch because he saw Ayton right in front of him. That won't show up in the stat line, but Ayton prevented another basket. I wonder if he wouldn't go overseas somewhere and play, find a league that would allow him to play. Not sure what the rules are in China or any other leagues, or if it's a Fiba rule. Ayton. Shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Right hand with the pretty touch.
I mean, what do you do with that? I mean,
You don't do anything with it.
You know, grab a bag of popcorn and just check it out.
You nail his feet to the floor if you can. Now Mata. Oh! Taryn Cox jumps in the air and then.
Oh, man. Glad that wasn't bad as it could
Yeah, that
have
could have been terrible for either player. He got in the air and then tried to do the splits around Mata's head. Wasn't quite that high. That would have been a Vince Carter type play. Never forget that when he dunked on that guy from France in the Olympics.
I mean, that's tough on the defensive players and the offensive players.
Yeah.
As a defensive player, you know, they teach you to stay on the floor. But, I mean, as a little man, he's trying to fly in there and grab a block shot.
Mata airballs the second free throw.
Then you have Mata that's just doing what a big man does with a pump fake.
Mata comes out holding his left hand a little bit.
Oh, man.
Certainly there was no ill intent there.
I mean, that could have been a neck injury,
Yeah.
or something like that. I'm just
Well,
glad
and-
it didn't
and-
happen.
Cox could have cartwheeled over him.
Right. Yeah, we're grateful that didn't end bad.
16-point lead now for Bahamas, and an offensive foul.
Woo, he looked like he was in the circle.
Well, the official right there. Hiran called for the offensive foul, his first. Ayton back on the bench, getting a well-deserved rest. He's got 19 points and 5 rebounds.
Along with 3 block shots.
In 13 minutes of play.
I'd take it if I was a coach.
Now the Bahamas foul on Eugene Bain, his third.
Nice.
Now a steal by Cox in the backcourt, and then Cox commits the foul. And so Mexico will go to the free throw line. That's 3 fouls on Cox.
Cox and Bain both with 3 for the Bahamas.
Didn't see what happened there. Oh, there was just nobody lined up for the first free throw. Thought there was a technical foul called.
Cox knows the sub is coming in for him, and he's wondering how did he get 3 fouls.
Now Cox sits down, Cooper back on. Nesbitt, right side, 8 to shoot, fades away over Israel Gutierrez, short. Hernandez the rebound. 1:39 to play, second quarter. Stoll. Getting it to Gutierrez. Now Jorge Gutierrez, 7 to shoot. Now Mexico again. having to settle for a long jumper as the shot clock winds down, but that time Stoll strikes. Another three-pointer for Stoll. His fourth, and he's got 13. Mexico back to within 12. Little pressure now from Mexico. Carey, or rather Cadeau. Nice step inside jumper there by Cooper. Didn't get it, but Kentuan Smith on the follow.
Offensive rebounds pay.
.44-30. Three-pointer on the way from Hernandez, and that's good. Mexico's got it down to 11. Carey. Now Cadeau. Now Nesbitt's got it up top. 5 to shoot. Nesbitt on the drive past Israel Gutierrez draws the foul.
Nesbitt trying to get on the board for the first time since the first quarter.
Ingresa con el número 5, Munnings, para Bahamas.
Now Munnings back on for Bahamas as Cadeau sits down.
Primera falta personal para el número 8 de México, Gutiérrez. Up the line. Number 12. Nesbitt. A la línea el número 12 de Bahamas, Nesbitt.
Nesbitt with a chance at his first points since the first quarter. He had 10 in that first quarter. Has been quiet since then. Nesbitt hits them both. He's got a dozen. 13-point lead. 15 seconds to play in the half. Stoll. Back to Jorge Gutierrez. Stoll around the screen, rather Gutierrez around the screen by Hernandez. Gets the kiss off the glass, and he'll go to the line. That foul is on Kentuan Smith. That'll be his first.
Nice drive to the hole.
And a good finish in traffic, too, for Jorge Gutierrez. He's got 5 now. Oh, from half court. A little too much muscle on that one for Munnings as it sails into the tunnel, but it's a 10-point lead for Bahamas as we go to the locker room at halftime. 46-36. It was the DeAndre Ayton show in the first half. 19 points, 5 rebounds for the 17-year-old. Bahamas outscore Mexico 20-18 in that second quarter. Mexico made a bit of a run there toward the end, as Bahamas led by as many as 17. So Mexico's got to be pleased getting it down to just 10. They're shooting just 33% from two-point range, 30% from three-point range. Bahamas has cooled off a little from two-point range. Bahamas leading Mexico in rebounds, 22-18, a 6-4 advantage on the offensive glass. Mexico with 6 turnovers, Bahamas just 3. 4 steals for Bahamas. Mexico's bench outscoring Bahamas 16-6. Points in the paint, Bahamas a 3-1 advantage, 24-8. There you see Ayton with 19 points, 5 rebounds. Cooper with 5 first half assists. Stoll 12 rebounds and 12 points, 5 rebounds. As we look at the full table of scoring, Carey has 2 for Bahamas. Kentuan Smith 4. Eugene Bain 4. Ayton with 19. Nesbitt 12. Cooper 3. Taryn Cox has 2. Stoll has 12 for Mexico. Jorge Gutierrez 7. Francisco Cruz 7. Hector Hernandez 3. Lorenzo Mata 3. And Adrian Zamora has 4. Leading rebounder for Mexico, Stoll with 5. Jorge Gutierrez has 3 assists. Cooper 5 assists for Bahamas. Louis Shine, take us through the highlights.
Bahamas off to a really strong start in this game. You see block from Mata. Ayton looked very comfortable, a lot more comfortable with his jump shot, taking a lot more. You see Mata with the offensive rebound from his own miss for the putback. Nesbitt off to a fast first quarter start with 10 points. Cox with an elbow jump shot there. Ayton with the rebound and a sweet hook shot that crawled his way in. Three-pointer by Stoll. Another three-pointer by Stoll from the right side. And nice ball movement without the ball by Cooper to get 2 points with an and one. Ayton with the layup. Ayton with the dunk after moving without the ball. He does a really good job with moving without the ball and is a big target, so it's easy to get to him. Another offensive rebound by Ayton.
And the nice touch from in close.
Nice drive by the Mexico.
That was Jorge Gutierrez, 2 of his 7 points, and it's 46-36 at halftime. Alongside Louis Shine, I'm Craig Feda at the 2016 Centrobasket Championship Tournament in Panama City. Back with second half action in a few minutes.
No. Primero no. No suena batería. Sí, 1, 2, 1, 2. Probando, sí. Probando. Check, check.
Así se siente cuando sabes que tienes protegido lo que valoras y lo que amas. Emisión de pólizas de autos en menos de 24 horas. En ASA, el león a su lado.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Dale, conéctalo. Para mí sigue lo mismo. Exactamente igual. Check, 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 sí. Check, 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 1, 2, check, 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 sí, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. Check, 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 sí, 1, 2, ¿está bien?
El Centroamericano de Natación CAPEX y el Centrobasket 2016. También iniciamos la construcción del nuevo Kense Racing en David, el Happy Byron en Chantidor, el Flaco Val Hernández en Las Tablas, además de la remodelación del Cascarita Tapia, el Rivera Sánchez en La Chopera y muchos deportes, más deportes, mejor país. Panamá primero, Gobierno de la República de Panamá. Mi sudor gana en cada paso, en cada reto, en cada salto, en cada brazada. Gana con emociones, con imposibles, porque mi sudor nunca pierde. Mi sudor gana todo. Solo Gatorade repone lo más importante de mí. Lotería Nacional de Beneficencia. Panamá primero. Gobierno de la República de Panamá.
¿Cuántas calorías quemaste hoy? Power Club.
En Arrendadora Económica te ofrecemos las mejores promociones. Alquila un Kia Rio a 190 con 32 por 7 días. Incluye protecciones básicas. Contamos con más de 16 sucursales a nivel nacional. Para reservaciones llama al 229-5257 y gratis al 852-57 o www.arrendadoraeconómica.com. La promoción de Kia Rio por 7 días es válida del 11 de abril al 27 de octubre de 2016. El precio no incluye impuestos. Esta promoción no aplica con otras promociones.
Nos preparamos para el inicio de la segunda mitad del partido entre Bahamas y México. Marcador, Bahamas 46, México 36. Score, Bahamas 46, Mexico 36.
Welcome back to Roberto Duran Arena in Panama City. It's the 2016 South American. Still getting ahead of myself for next week. Centrobasket Championship Tournament. Mexico trails by 10 to start off the third quarter, but a three-pointer gets them back to within 7. Now Kentuan Smith makes it 9. Alongside Louis Shine, I'm Craig Feda. Hector Hernandez, step back 3 after letting Ayton go by, and Hernandez strikes.
What Aiken could have did right there, instead of jumping and flying by him, closing out, prevents the man from shooting the jumper.
Now a turnover. Gutierrez gives it up underneath, and Garibay scores. Edgar Garibay starting the second half on the floor. He did not play at all in the first half, and Mexico to within 4 now. Good start of the second half for Mexico. Mexico with a 2-on-1.
Traveling.
Missing the shot is Cruz. Now the pass underneath to Smith, and he gets bumped by Garibay.
Good job by Smith not to bring the ball down and then gather himself. He caught it in the air. As soon as it got to him, he put it up to the basket.
Primera falta personal marcada sobre el número 11 de México, Garibay.
So Smith will try to complete the three-point play and get the lead back to 7. He does. Now Smith sits down as Travis Munnings comes on. Stoll. Ayton jumps out on him. Now a wide open 3 by Hernandez. No good. Rebound skied for by Cooper.
Looks like he shorted that three-pointer. Was kind of leaning backwards when he shot it.
Now inside to Nesbitt. Shoots it up over Hernandez. That's good. Tough shot by David Nesbitt. And he's got 14.
Hopefully that jump shot can get him going onto the streak that he had when he first came out in the game in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was hot in the first quarter. Now Gutierrez the drive. He's going to go to the free throw line after the foul, I believe, is going to be on Cooper. It is, and that's number 2 on Cooper.
Segunda falta personal de Cooper, número 14 de Bahamas. A la línea de tiro libre el número 7 de México, Gutierrez.
Look at Sergio Valdeomios having a discussion with the official. Free throw by Jorge Gutierrez, no good.
Anotación para México.
Nesbitt yelling for his teammates to watch the press. And now Valdeomios waves it off. Good awareness by Nesbitt. Cooper changes directions. Hangs in the air and hits. Lead back to 10.
The Bahamas is definitely a team with a very high basketball IQ as a whole and individually.
Bahamas 4 of 5 from the field this quarter. Now Gutierrez challenges Ayton, and Ayton says, no, sir.
great no call by the referees and great
I agree.
up
Ayton
and
went
down.
straight up. Mexico didn't like the no call, but he went straight up. Stoll gets called for the foul meanwhile. That's his second. I saw the exact same thing you did there, partner. Now Ayton. Oh. Missed. Munnings the putback.
It's nothing better than to have shooters on your team that are shooting the ball, but then you have offensive rebounders, just like we see here, that are fighting for that ball when it comes off the rim and are able to put it back in.
That foul on Francisco Cruz, his third. And on that shot by Ayton, it looked like he was a little indecisive as to whether or not he wanted to go glass or go straight with it. I think he would have been better served going glass from that angle. And a lane violation, so Munnings will get another shot at the free throw.
Yeah, when you're one of those guys that can shoot it straight in from angles like that, you have super touch. But we've even seen the greats like Akeem Olajuwon. He'll use that glass all day from those angles. Tim Duncan.
That's the first name that jumped to my mind.
I think that's something that he'll learn, especially as those shots become his bread and butter, that you'll see those banked all the time by Ayton.
I can see him having a little Tim Duncan to his game if he puts a little bulk on him to be able to bang with some of the bigs a little more.
He's definitely a unique talent. I mean, there's so many parts of his game that are like undeveloped, even though he's 17 and he can do a lot already. Like the way on defense that Ayton's talking, being the floor general from the backside of the defense.
Nesbitt the rebound. 6.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Cooper out to Cox.
Travel.
And, yep, travel by Nesbitt.
A little hasty as to what he wanted to do there. Low turnovers this game so far. Bahamas is only with, it's going to register as 5, and Mexico only has 6.
Stoll. Now Hernandez in the corner. Not going to shoot that up over 8. Nice hands by Nesbitt, knocking that out of bounds. Good defense by Ayton on the drive by Hernandez.
Yes.
Didn't overcommit, didn't reach.
Just stayed solid, and it's tough for Hernandez because he was trying to make a move and get something, but with Ayton being disciplined there to stay put.
Catch and shoot 3 by Jorge Gutierrez, and that's good. He's got 10 now. And if it sounds like we're just gushing over Ayton, you have to understand what a rare talent that we're seeing right now. Cooper with the nice jumper. To see a big man with the skills that Ayton has at this age and the maturity and the touch, it really is a rare, rare thing.
Man, I'm not speaking ahead of ourselves, but these are the kind of conversations that went on when you seen guys like LeBron coming out of high school.
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
That jumper a little flat there.
And in a few years, you see LeBron, you know, he's in his early 30s now. He'll be leaving, and maybe he's going to be the next. We'll have to see.
And a block on Cox. He was in the restricted arc, and that's 4 on Terran Cox. So Cox will sit down. Carey will come on. And now Mario Boleg wants timeout. Bahamas leads 59-50, 5:05 to play, third quarter.
Wow.
They're going smaller and they're getting what they want inside the pick and pop. So
I mean, I hate to,
Hey,
you know.
instead of us hedging, we got to open up and get back underneath that guy. So you guys who play in the guard position, bigs open up and let him get back underneath it. So just show and get back. I want the weak side. Come over and make him friggin' swing that ball. Instead of him getting to the basket, the weak side try to come over and help, but don't leave the shooters. Come over far enough to force him to pass the ball that you could get back. I don't want him going that pick and roll and getting this coming here off this roll and passing this ball. That's what they want. All right? So our bigs moving it up too high. I still want George to stay in the lane and be able to defend the basket. All right? This your rest timeout. We got to defend that pick and roll much better. All right? They know we hedging, and they looking for that roll right. And guys, hey, on the ball screen, even if you come up, Jesus Christ, you jump, then on that pass, you might deflect that. So he's trying to deflect it.
Instead I got him, you don't want me going there. He still want me to.
No, you stay with that motherfucker. You stay with him.
59-50 Bahamas. Mario Boleg wanting his team to defend the pick and roll a little better, Lewis.
I mean, I just listening to him and just the wisdom he has as a coach, I just want to run up to the top of the arena and run back down just in excitement because he just gave them some sound information. I mean,
he's not just a screamer and a swearer. I mean,
Right.
he'll get after you, but, I mean, what he was just explaining there, very strategic, very astute.
Exactly. I mean, it just shows that the coaching staff is paying attention to what exactly is going on in the game. And even though they're winning, just to make that minor adjustment to hedge and get back or open up so that your man can get back to the screen so that the big man's not caught up top and then there's an open lane to the basket. It's very good. I was excited to hear what he had to say.
Gutierrez hits both free throws, gets the lead down to 7, 59-52. Nesbitt. Cooper. Pressure from Stoll. Out to the corner for Carey. Shot fake out to Cooper. Cooper. He never left the floor.
And you see Carey did a good job avoiding that charge.
Uh-huh. Mexico wanted to travel, but he never left the floor. Three, that's good. Francisco Cruz. He's got 10. Lead down to 6. Cooper. Ayton for 3. Bang! What can he not do?
He's an awesome talent. Very rare talent.
22 now for Ayton. Nesbitt gets a piece of that dunk attempt. Carey all the way to the lane, and he jams it home with 2 hands.
Oh, and one.
Falta y anotación sobre el número 4, Carey.
The foul is going to be on Marco Ramos.
A lot of chatter from the Mexico players that the referees got to be careful. Here's the replay.
Carey goes around Stahl, who fell over.
It doesn't look like there was a Mexico player even around.
Well, another player hit the deck, and if we can get a look at that again. Another player went down after Stoll went down, and it looked like he made contact. There was no contact. Oh,
Hernandez maybe on the push.
So that would negate the basket. But he signaled the foul. I thought I saw the signal for the foul. No, he did that. But I thought I saw him hold up number 5 on the foul. Could have held up 4 for Stoll. Sometimes they tuck that thumb, and it still looks like a 5.
I wish that was something that would be instituted that they can replay. I mean, go to the monitor for, especially on a clerical, thing like that, so there won't be an error, just in case late in the game somebody you gave a foul to that wasn't supposed to get it. Not
entirely sure how that was adjudicated. There was no foul, or rather there was no free throw. Now Hernandez for three, no good. Rebound carry, and Cadeau fight for it, and that'll be Mexico's ball.
So there must have not been a foul charged, because the only thing we saw in the replay was maybe on the push on Hernandez, and he didn't get charged the foul. So
that's right. Hernandez does not have a foul listed, so they must have given him the basket and waved off any foul.
Yes.
Okay.
Hernandez for the three. Off left.
Ayton, deep right side, working on Hernandez. Now he drives, spinning. Oh, what a move! Spins right around Garibay. Missed it off the glass.
Now this guy, I know we have worn him out, but he continues to do things during the game that is definitely evident that he's grown some hair on his chest during this tournament.
Very well put. Ayton, first free throw, good. It seems like every trip up and down the court he does something new.
And what we've experienced just by watching him is he's coming into his own. So when he's in the post or he has the ball in that sweet spot, he knows what he can do, and he'll back that person down.
And he doesn't have to do it with sheer brute force.
Right.
He does it with good footwork and quick moves. Ayton now with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks against a good, experienced Mexico team. Cruz for three, that misses. Nesbitt the rebound. By the way, Mata playing in this game. We haven't seen him in a while. Remember, he went down yesterday with that twisted knee. Don't know if that's bothering him.
Twisted knee and the almost concussion or anything else that could have happened. He might be hurting from that.
That's entirely possible.
Wow.
He draws the foul. I tell you what, I am more and more impressed with this Bahamas team. Not just DeAndre Ayton. They are all playing very well today.
Nesbitt with 14. We have Cooper and Smith with 9 points, ready to go over to double figures. Then we have a lot of players that's doing intangible things. They may not be on the score. They might not have scoring, but they're all working together, playing really great defense, moving without the ball and making the right passes.
Both free throws good. Back to a 15-point lead, 70-55. Bain comes on to replace Nesbitt now. The previous foul was on Edgar Garibay, his third. And Mexico is over the limit. 2:30 to play, third quarter.
Bain with 3 fouls, so you got to be careful there not to get that fourth real quick. Nice close out there on Stahl.
Blocked by Cadeau. And Stoll commits the foul after the block.
6 block shots for the Bahamas in this game so far. They're really playing a great defensive game.
Third foul on Stoll. Cadeau to the free throw line. That one pops around and in. Everything going Bahamas' way. Second one won't go. Almost the rebound. Biggest lead of the game for Bahamas is 17. It's at 16 now. Stoll thought about the three. Now he's got to whip it outside because Ayton closed on him. They cannot get a shot inside because of DeAndre Ayton.
Wow. It's like they're dancing around the perimeter trying to get in, but
now they get Ayton in the air.
One of the things I see with the Bahamas, They're doing good for the most part. But there's two things that, you can't knock a team, but you can always sharpen up on things. If they would close out, so we get the choppy feet coming out and closing out versus running past a guy, and then with the bigs down low, to not be so quick to get off your feet. Try to play the release of the player and then get up at the height of the ball to try to block it.
Explain what you mean by closing out on a shooter rather than running past.
So when you close out, one of the things that we were taught was if a guy gets the ball on the perimeter and you as a defender are running out towards him, you want to run out and square up with him and stay low. Because when you stay low, if he goes right or left, you can immediately transition into your defensive stance and go with the man. But if you go and fly by, he can give you a head fake and then you're out of bounds somewhere, and then they can do whatever they want to undefended.
Great explanation there.
Got that preached to me a whole lot by the coaches I've played with for a while. It's burnt in my brain now.
Carey to Ayton. Here comes the double. Ayton fakes the pass. Nice screws away from him and then gets it up to Carey. Carey as the shot clock expires and that banks in. And Sergio Valdeomios wants timeout. 73-56 in favor of Bahamas. A minute 27 to play, third quarter in Panama City.
Woo.
It's the best I've ever seen Bahamas play.
It's like the game of the day at the.
And they're playing a good team.
Game of the day at the beginning of.
Solo, y os digo sinceramente, es el uno contra uno. Es que ni siquiera pick, es uno contra uno. Entonces vamos a contenerlo un poco más, no apretáis tanto, y que no nos lleven hacia adentro, porque a partir del uno contra uno es un tiro, es uno que llega y que corta y tal, y está centrado. Vamos a contenerlos, vamos a ser un poco más conservadores, pero sólidos. ¿De acuerdo? Estáis defendiendo bien, no os frustréis, tío, la están metiendo ahora con el culo, y lo único que tenemos que parar es ese uno contra uno. ¿Vale? A partir de aquí, mirad una cosa, no hay que jugar al tiro de tres. Hay que mirar. El único concepto, jugáis lo que jugáis es cambiar el balón de lado. Cambiar el balón de lado, jugáis aquí, pum, cambio rápido. Y ahora atacamos. Y a partir de ahí sí que podemos, o apoyo corto o apoyo largo sacar, pero hay que cambiar el balón. Por favor, grabároslo aquí, cambiar el balón de lado. Y a partir de ahí jugamos y ponemos el balón en el suelo. ¿De acuerdo? Venga, oye. Vamos a jugar, mirar una cosa, vamos a jugar con dos arriba en movimiento, pero en vez del bloqueo ciego, el del bloqueo vertical con cuatro. Que cuatro se abre y a partir de ahí jugamos. Venga.
1, 2, 3.
Venga.
Back to the action as Mexico has the ball following the timeout. Cruz. Hernandez on the drive, gets past Ayton.
2 puntos para el número 12 de México, Hernández.
15-point lead inside of a minute to play third quarter. Ayton from the outside, that's no good. And Mexico unable to take advantage of the long pass. Now Gutierrez bumped by Carey, and he'll go to the free throw line. That'll be the first foul on Michael Carey.
If you're the Bahamas, you definitely want to keep things tight defensively because you don't want Mexico to creep back into this game. And they're definitely capable. It's only a 15-point lead.
Cooper comes in for Cadeau. Now Juan Toscano in for Francisco Cruz. Free throw falls in for Gutierrez. the second one in. A little bit of backcourt pressure now by Mexico with 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Lead down to 13. Cooper, high left side, trying to get past Gutierrez. $15 now in the quarter. Jorge Gutierrez getting things set up. Gutierrez on the drive. Gets Ayton in the air. Ayton gets a piece of it. That's his 5th block. Up ahead to Carey. Can't get it off before the buzzer. And Bahamas will take a 73-60 lead into the 4th quarter.
Score Bahamas 73 points, Mexico 60.
Wow.
$75-60 as we return to action here in the 4th quarter. Not sure what the discussion was between the Mexico assistant coaches and the table. Trying to hear what's going on. So we're getting a little bit of an explanation here from Lucas Garcia about what this discussion is about. They ended up not counting the 2 points on that dunk, Lewis. You remember where we had the situation where I believe it was Cooper went in for the dunk, and there was the unsportsmanlike call. They never assigned those 2 points.
Oh. That's a good catch.
On the scoreboard. So Bahamas should have 75.
Mexico.
Or beg your pardon, they assigned the 2 points
They just took two.
and should not have.
They took 2 points just now away from the Bahamas. So. Oh.
Mexico with a quick steal and score,
Anotación para
73-62.
Iniciamos el cuarto periodo.
Good heads-up play by Mexico. Bahamas was out of position. Easy layup.
At least I think that's how that worked. But there were never any free throw shot, and he missed the dunk.
Exactly.
And they're saying the foul occurred after the dunk, so there should have been 2 free throws.
Tercera falta personal del
But we
número
saw
14,
that
Cooper.
if there was a foul, it would have been on
Bahamas.
Hernandez, and it took place before the dunk. So I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of discussion on that after this game amongst the officiating staff. I think Ayton got a piece of that one as well.
Oh.
Three-pointer up and good. Hernandez got 16 now. Lead down to 8. And an offensive foul on Nesbitt. Nesbitt moving as he set the screen.
You have to time that from the setting of your screen to you releasing.
Segunda
Release
falta
too early.
marcada sobre el número 12 de Bahamas, Nesbitt.
And kind of threw the elbow and never really set himself. Giron kicks it out to Hernandez. He drives on Ayton, spins, has to shoot it up over Ayton. Ayton altered that shot and then pulled down the rebound. He's got 7 boards now. Here goes Cooper. He loses it out of bounds. That'll stay with Bahamas.
Balón a favor de Bahamas.
Now Cooper, right side, 15 to shoot. Pulls up, gets it to Ayton. The 20-foot jumper is no good. Oh, pass tipped by Cox, but Mexico retains possession. Gutierrez whips it underneath.
Nice find.
Yeah, very nice find and a good finish by Hernandez. Ayton that time got caught a little flat-footed. Hernandez has 18.
As we said before, it was a 15-point lead when we first talked about it. Now it's at 6.
Cooper for 3. Well, don't forget, 2 of those were taken away just on the scoring error.
You're right.
Jorge Gutierrez spins it off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Ayton might have gotten a piece of that and then tapped it back. Hernandez for 3, yes! Hernandez with 21 now, and the lead down to 3.
It's coming up really big in this game.
Mexico on a 10-0 run to start this 4th quarter.
Hernandez is 5 for 8 from the three-point line.
And a 14-0 run overall since the 1:33 mark of the 3rd quarter.
Oh.
And now a block called on Cooper. That'll be 4 on Cooper. And Jorge Gutierrez slow to get up,
Ingresa con el número 4, Kerry.
holding his
Bahamas.
midsection. Travis Munnings comes off. Michael Carey on for Bahamas. Now the Mexico fans have something to cheer about for the first time in a long time.
Balón favorable para
I don't
México.
think they've cheered since the starting lineup.
You might be right.
But now they're back in it.
Nice inside outside movement, and Huron ties it up at 73.
El número 10 de México, Girón.
Mexico has climbed all the way back into this one. Cox, that ball tipped and stolen by Gutierrez, but Cox gets it back. Now Carey fouled. Got ourselves a game here, partner.
Yes, and this is where Bahamas has to go back to what they know.
Segunda falta personal marcada sobre el número 10 de México, Girón.
Foul on Huron is his second, and a timeout for Mario Boleg and the Bahamas. 73-73, 6:18 to play in the game. Aiton's point total went down to 24.
I guess they took that two from him. Kind of weird, but
Yeah.
Aiden, you go to David. David, you come out. You can't Aiden that fucking pass. Aiden, I need an and one. Okay, I need an and one. You go set the screen for Tehran. Mike, you ain't behind the basket. You set the screen for Tehran at Tehran. All right. Once you get this ball in, if he got this, you set a backdoor screen. You go. Get this ball inside. Space the floor. Guys, believe in your fucking defense. That's what got you there. Go back to it. You and me.
Hey, bring it, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, all they trying to do is cross yours to get. They trying to
show some fucking hard.
Stay home and defend the shooters. Let's go.
Hey, hard on three, hard on three.
1, 2, 3,
Let's
5.
go, baby, let's go.
73-73. And you started to talk before the start of the timeout, Lewis, about what the Bahamas needs to do to quell this run. A 17-0 run by Mexico.
yeah, they definitely have to go back to what they know. They were going inside to Aiton. They started off the game favoring Nesbitt.
Aiton misses, but they did go back to him. Now a 2-on-1 for Mexico. Gutierrez misses the layup, and then the tip dunk miss. Out of bounds. That'll be Bahamas ball. Good defense there by Bahamas, getting back on the fast break by Mexico.
Yeah, Cooper did a really good job there. He went to force the charge, but at the same time, when the contact came into him, he didn't flop. He just stood straight up, and there was a no call.
Aiton has it stolen away by Gutierrez. Toscano goes up, jams it home with the right hand, and Mexico has the lead. 75-73, coming up on 5.5 minutes to play in this game. Carey at the other end ties it up. Athletic move by Michael Carey.
El número 4, Kerry.
Huron, another three-pointer. That was straight on. Carey working his way up. Now into the corner for Cox. He thought about the three, drives instead, now kicks it out to Carey. Carey, right hand off the glass, won't go. Boy, they had Aiton underneath. against the smaller Hiron. Could not find him. Gutierrez runs into Ayton. Now Toscano the drive. And an offensive foul called on Toscano.
Nice defense. They're going right back to what got them that lead in the first place.
Risky move by Cox with 4 fouls to step in front of the drive. Good call.
Very nice call. I call guys like Cox gamers.
Yep.
Because with 4 fouls, he could have been thinking about himself, trying to preserve his time on the court, but he took one for the team and stepped in and got the charge.
Carey over to Cooper. Now to Ayton. Back out to Cooper. Cooper on the drive. Underneath to Ayton, and he wasn't anticipating that pass. Saw the defense collapse around the drive by Cooper. He's got to be ready for that pass.
Yes.
Keep those hands at chest level.
It's one of those passes that he could have maybe put in the air.
Maybe. We saw him catch one like that underneath before, though. Just 2 points for Bahamas since the 133 mark of quarter number 3. Ayton another rebound. That gives him 7. Correction, he's got 8. Cooper on the drive to Carey. Now to Nesbitt for 3. Ooh, barely caught front iron. Mexico 3 of 4 from three-point range in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he's gone.
Not sure about that one.
I think the contact was more from Mexico. Cox was in front of the guy. That's his 5th foul.
Cox will come out. Munnings will come on. Jorge Gutierrez, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. So he's threatening a triple-double. Gutierrez on the drive, pulls up.
Oh,
and pops out. Boy, and that could have been a foul on Munnings there.
definitely.
He knocked Gutierrez to the ground. Pass to Cooper. Cooper driving with the left hand off the glass and in.
Nice jackknife layup.
Very apt description. The foul is going to be on Cruz. That'll be his 4th.
Around Cruz and splits 2 defenders as he lays it up.
Both teams now, I believe, with 14 fouls.
Cooper. Up the line. Number 14, Cooper.
Cooper to give Bahamas a 3-point lead. He does. Now Jean Cadeau comes on for Cooper. Preserve a little bit of time there at the end for Cooper so he doesn't foul out. Toscano.
Nice tight defense. Oh. Oh!
The follow by Toscano. Ayton altered the initial shot, and Toscano couldn't finish with the dunk. And an offensive foul there. That's on Cadeau. That's a pretty good call there.
That was
Led with the elbow right to the face of Hernandez. I have no problem with that call. Mario Boleg obviously thinks different. He saw the replay as we did, but see that his player led with the right elbow, or the left elbow, right into the grill. Toscana.
That's why I commend the referee on that, because for him to see that, it's so fast-paced. He's doing a great job refereeing.
Gutierrez bumped by Cadeau and draws the foul. Second foul on Jean Cadeau. Mexico can get to within one with these two free throws. Beg your pardon, Mexico only has 3 team fouls. At least that's what it says up on the board. I thought it had 3 before their last foul. Gutierrez strokes the first.
I'll tell you a very interesting stat in this game. The Bahamas has 42 points in the paint to Mexico's 18, but that just shows how prolific their outside shooting has been this game, to only be within 1 point.
Mexico 13 3-pointers on the game, 13 of 34 for 38%. Bahamas have attempted just 8 3-pointers. 1 point game, as both free throws by Gutierrez are good.
Full court press by Mexico.
Nice job by Cadeau. Cadeau accelerating, giving it to Nesbitt underneath. He gets fouled and it goes in. Nesbitt now with 16. The foul on Ramos. And now a timeout taken by Bahamas. 80-77, 2:06 to play, fourth quarter.
No quiero apretar todo campo, llevo diciéndole todo, no quiero apretar, quiero que seamos sólidos. No tenemos que estar aquí, tenemos que estar aquí, en 6.75 y ser sólidos. No hay que apretar todo campo, hay que acompañar, pero que no me rompan en el 1 contra 1. Que lo tengamos claro para lo siguiente. Quedan 2 minutos partido, queda 1. ¿De acuerdo? Entonces que eso lo tengamos claro. ¿Vale? Ahora, en ataque, vamos a jugar pulgar abajo. Vamos a jugar pulgar abajo, correcto, y es Paco el que hace el bloqueo. Ya, ahora cambias de nuevo, y cambias y métele el bloqueo hacia aunque se quede, métele, a ver si puede ir, y continuamos. No, para ti, correcto, y quedamos, y ve, si no cambiamos otra vez el balón al otro lado y con mucha circulación de balón encontramos cosas, o sea, cambios de balón de lado, ¿de acuerdo? Y oye, una cosa, por favor, ahora, vámonos para adentro, cambio de balón y uno para otro.
Mexico has outscored Bahamas 17-7 in this fourth quarter. Bahamas led by as many as 17. .206 to play. It's a 3-point lead, Bahamas right now. Don't forget, coming up at 3 o'clock, what we thought was going to be the game of the day, Dominican Republic and Virgin Islands. Nesbitt can't complete the 3-point play, so the lead stays at 3. This one has turned into a tremendous game after it looked like Bahamas was going to blow out Mexico, but they went on a 17-0 run to take the lead briefly. Ayton might have gotten a piece of that one. Now Gutierrez driving on Ayton, kicking out, 3 on the way, no good. That would have been the 10th assist for Gutierrez to go along with his 20 points and 10 rebounds.
Now, if I were the Bahamas right here, I'm going to slow it down. You got about 14 seconds. Get the shots you like. I would get it down low to Ayton right there in the post.
Well, they run the pick and roll for him. Oh, they had Ayton on the smaller defender, Gutierrez, and they could not find him. They had the play they wanted, had the look they wanted. They just did not get it to him. Now Hernandez, the long 3, no good. Carry the rebound. He's got 6 boards to go along with his 10 points now. And Sergio Valdeomios was not pleased with that shot selection by Hernandez.
Work the shot clock, get it down low in the post.
Inside of a minute to play, Cadeau loses his defender. Now he fades away with 5 left on the shot clock. Air ball. Here comes Mexico. 2-on-1. Gutierrez gives it up underneath. And Cruz lays it in, and Mexico to within 1. 37.6 to play. And Mario Boleg wants timeout. That is his last timeout. And I believe that gives Gutierrez the triple-double. Don't go anywhere. This one's coming down to the wire. 37.6 to play.
Yeah, that right there, I think you have to enforce that because you know what Correa and Ramos would have done right there. We know what they would have done.
Yeah.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Yeah, but that, on a play like that, that could have resulted in a sportsmanlike where they would have gotten 2 free throws and the ball.
Well, I mean, just with them having the ball down here.
Oh, you meant the
clearing out.
Yeah.
It's going to be me and my big man.
Yep.
That's it.
You come here,
We're going to play that.
come up for this ball.
It seems like they're so fast-paced that it's just,
You
know,
forward,
yep.
frantic.
This next guy, which is you, Ronnie. Leon, you inbound in the basketball. Ronnie, you come this way. Michael and Kabatu, you come up. I need him to catch this fucking ball. Not now, but Ronnie. If he comes in, you come first. Get it in. Go in blue. And try and get someone on top. All right? I want this one, David. Let's go, bring it down. Execute on G. Execute on G. 1, 2, 3, execute.
80-79 Bahamas, 37.6 to play. Here's a look at the play that gave Gutierrez the triple-double. Got Mexico to within 1, and Mario Boleg taking the timeout. Slamming the substitution blocks.
The blocks didn't do it, Coach. The blocks didn't do it.
Mexico fans trying to urge their team on to a win. They need one badly, as do the Bahamas. Bahamas to inbound. Finally get it in. Near steal. Cooper, stop and go move, and then it gets poked away by Toscano, and Toscano called for the foul. Now Bahamas will go to the free throw line.
Primera falta del número 6 de México, Toscano.
You can see right there getting him on the arm.
A la línea de
Definitely a
número
foul.
14 de Bahamas, Cooper. Up the line, number 14, Cooper.
Cooper goes to the line. He's got 12 points. Misses the first free throw. Cooper from the line in this game had been 2 of 2 to that point. Cooper gets the second one to fall in. And now Valdeomios wants timeout. 2-point lead Bahamas. 30.9 seconds to play.
Cambia por Juan, ¿correcto? Vale, hacemos lo siguiente. Bueno, lo primero. Vamos, por favor, quítame la
Everything is a switch. Every ball screen is a switch. Every down screen is a switch. You guys have to talk. Do not let them, when you switch, slip. So when the switch happening, whoever going for the screen, back off. Protect the ball. Protect the basket.
Don't let their wings crack. Don't let their wings crack. Don't let their wings crack.
Hey.
Back in Panama City, 2-point lead for Bahamas, 30.9 to play. If you were with us on our online feed, you were able to listen to the huddle of the Bahamas, the entire length of it, and Nesbitt telling his teammates that they are going to be switching on every screen, every ball screen, every down screen, everything, and you have to communicate. Good strategy at this point, Lewis, or no?
It's definitely a good strategy. However, if Mexico has anything to counter that, they would get them on a switch that results in a mismatch and go at it like that. So we'll kind of see what they do here. Usually that's a game-long thing that you see and you're able to watch film and know that the team does that. In this case, they may not see that.
Stoll to Hernandez. Now the kick out to Stoll for the lead.
Woo.
Rattles off.
Yep, there's a good pickup. Oh, nice
Another
contest.
three on the way, and that's good! Hernandez hits the three, and Mexico leads by 1.
No timeouts.
Yeah, Bahamas out of timeouts. And now pressure in the backcourt.
Woo. Good substitution.
Yeah, very
for
good
a delay.
substitution.
Great heads up by coach.
Now Stoll comes out, Toscano back on, Munning sits down, Carey on for Bahamas. 12.6 to play.
This is where they missed Joseph a little bit.
Yeah. Excellent observation there. Carey into the front court, 10 seconds left.
Oh.
Carey has it taken away. Up ahead to Toscano, lays it in with 2.7 left. Mexico on top by 3. Up ahead to Carey. 2 now 1.
Do we have
overtime? Tie? No! And Mexico comes all the way back from 17 down. They defeat Bahamas 84-81, and Mexico will finish group play with a 3-1 record. What a comeback by Mexico.
Oh.
Bahamas will finish group play with 5 points. Mexico will finish group play with 7 points.
Kind of speechless over here.
What a tremendous comeback by Mexico.
Wow.
I don't think Mexico can win Group B even if Dominican Republic loses by virtue of the head-to-head win by Dominican Republic over Mexico. On point differential, Dominican Republic plus 41 heading into their game against Virgin Islands. Mexico plus 30. So if they're going solely on point differential and Dominican Republic loses to Virgin Islands by 12 or more, Mexico would win, but I believe head-to-head will take precedence. Ayton finishes with 24, as does Hernandez. Gutierrez, 12 rebounds to go along with his 20 points and 10 assists. Jorge Gutierrez, the triple-double. DeAndre Ayton finished with 24 and 9. Our next game is set to start in about 18 minutes. We will be back. This is the 2016 Centrobasket Championship, live from Panama City.